Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a cold, so that's why my voice sounds a bit a bit off. But the videos must continue, must they not? Today I'm sharing with you guys how you can finally know your skin type once and for all. Now, maybe you might have an idea of what your skin type is, but then you're not so sure of what it is. So today, by the end of this video, I promise you're going to know once and for all, this is my skin type. And I think that knowing your skin type is very, very crucial because it kind of like affects everything. It affects your skincare routine. It affects the skincare products you're going to buy, because you need to buy skincare products that are specific to your skin. It affects even the beauty products you buy, okay? So there's several skin types, but today I'm just going to focus on the main ones, which is dry skin, oily skin, combination skin, which is a mix of dry and oily skin, and then there's also normal skin. So the four. Now I'm also going to talk a bit about sensitive skin, although that's not really a skin type. Anyone can have sensitive skin. It's just a reaction to something. It's a reaction to a skincare product or makeup. So if you have dry skin or oily skin, you could have sensitive skin as well. So sensitive skin is not per se a skin type. But anyway, let's get into this video. Let me tell you how you can know your skin type once and for all. Okay guys, so here is an amazing way that you can know your skin type or confirm your skin type once and for all, which is using a piece of tissue paper. So what you do is the previous night, or let's say tonight, you wash your face thoroughly, however it is you usually wash it. Use your cleanser, whatever it is you use, and then don't put any skincare products after that. Don't put a moisturizer or your night cream or your eye cream. Don't put anything. You just sleep like that with your clean face. Now the following morning when you get up, this is now when you test your skin type, because it's the first thing in the morning. You haven't put any water on it, so your skin is true. It's true to itself. So what you want to do is grab a piece of tissue. I have one here. Now mine is a bit small because I was clumsy enough to cut it in half, but ideally you want a piece of tissue that can fit your entire face, okay? So what you want to do is take your piece of tissue that fits your entire face. Me, I've combined two because I cut mine, and then you want to put it all over your face, and then you want to press it into the skin. I'm not gonna press mine because all my makeup is gonna come off, but basically you press it into the skin, and then now after that, what's on the tissue and how your skin feels together are going to tell you what your skin type is. So let's get into it. So the first one is normal skin. Now normal is just normal. These are the most blessed people in society because they don't have to do much to their skin. Their skin is so independent. Like they don't need to, do so many things to it or take care of it so much. So once you've done the tissue test, if you have normal skin, your tissue is not going to have any traces of oil or anything like that. And on top of that, your skin feels very soft. It doesn't feel tight. So if your tissue comes back like that and your skin feels like that, then my sister, you have normal skin and you are among the blessed in this society of ours. Woo! So other ways you can tell if you have normal skin is you don't have imperfections. These people have like really good skin. They barely have any imperfections, no blemishes, no pimples, and they're not prone to getting, these blemishes. They're not acne prone, so they don't have acne. Like their skin is just flawless. Also, they don't have visible pores. Now pores is just like the dots on your face. I don't know how to explain it, but they're like the dots on your face that allow your skin to breathe. So people with normal skin have barely visible pores. Like you can't really see the pores. And then also they're typically not sensitive, so they can try so many products and their skin isn't affected. But hey, you with your oily skin or your dry skin going to try all kinds of products, your skin will just not thank you. But people with normal skin can get away with trying so many different kinds of products and their skin is A1. It stays A1. Also, they tend to have a very vibrant complexion. Like you know, it's bright, it's not dull, it's very, very bright. So if you do the tissue test and then all these things I've mentioned, and you know, you realize that woo, you have normal skin, please just kneel down and say thank you to God, because you have been blessed. So some skincare tips for people with normal skin: literally you can get away with a lot. You can try all sorts of products. You don't have to be scared of trying new products because your skin is not sensitive. Also, you can follow a pretty standard beauty or skincare routine. Number 2 is the oily skin. Now this one has been said to be the most problematic. Personally, I don't have oily skin, but there are people in my house who have oily skin, and they do have, you know, quite some problems with their oily skin. So it's said to be one of the more tricky skins to manage. But once you've done your tissue test, you're going to find that your tissue has patches of oil all over, not just in one place. Like, they're just patches of oil, spots of oil on the tissue, and this should tell you that you have an oily skin. Also, just how it feels, like when you wake up in the morning and you know, you feel your skin and it feels oily, then that's a sure way to know you have oily skin. Also, if you tend to get lots of pimples, lots of blemishes on your skin is so prone to acne, then more often than not, you have an oily skin. Another surefire way to know that your skin is oily is when you put on your foundation or your makeup, and like 1 hour later or a few minutes later, it's already oily, like it's already gotten so oily, then you definitely have an oily skin. Also, the pores, you know, the holes that your skin breathes through, they tend to be very visible and large for people who have oily skin. Now, some skincare tips for people with oily skin. The one and the most important, if you have oily skin, please, this is the only thing you should take away from this video, is you have to moisturize. I know a lot of people with oily skin tend to think that I have oily skin, so moisturizing it is just making it worse. Hell no. If you don't moisturize it, that's when it's going to become worse. Why? Because your skin is going to overcompensate for that lack of moisture, and what it's going to do is it's going to create even more oil. Moisturizing is adding moisture to the skin, it's hydrating the skin. And oily skin doesn't necessarily mean that your skin is hydrated. So when it comes to choosing a moisturizer for oily skin, you need to be careful, because you don't want to get a very heavy moisturizer, you know, or use something heavy like olive oil or Vaseline, because that's going to really make your oily situation worse. There are moisturizers in the market for oily skin that tend to moisturize your skin, but they don't give you a shine, because when you have oily skin, you tend to already have a shiny face, so you don't need a moisturizer adding even more shine, so that, you know, you double shine. So now I'm not going to sit here and tell you specific products that you can get. This one is for oily skin, this one is for dry skin, this one is for combination skin. No. After you find your skin type, it's up to you to delve deeper into it. You know, do some research, find out what do people with skin like mine need, you know, so that you know what to look for in a product. And then just to be a bit more keen when you're picking your products, because products tend to be written, you know, this is for oily skin, this is good for dry skin, you know, stuff like that. So you just have to be keen and do your research. The third one is dry skin. Now this is where I fall. Actually, I fall under the category of severely dry skin. So now, once you've done your tissue test, if you have dry skin, your tissue is going to come back with nothing on it, right? But you also have to be keen on how your skin feels. So dry skin feels very tight. Your skin feels tight. Sometimes if it's really dry, it feels flaky, you know. So that's how you can tell if your skin is dry using the tissue test. Other sure ways that will let you know that you have a dry skin is, one, when you use hot water, your skin becomes super tight. You know, those ones like you can barely even move your face. That should tell you you have dry skin. Also, this one is now just for like hands and legs. Your skin tends to look scaly Yes, scaly. When you don't moisturize, yani you look like a reptile. That happens to me all the time. If I dare not oil my legs or my hands, oh my god, I actually look like a reptile. So that should definitely tell you that you have a dry skin. Also, if your skin burns, you get a burning sensation when you wash your face or when you moisturize it, that could tell you that your skin is quite dehydrated and dry, severely dry. So also, when you have dry skin, you tend to have a dull complexion. That's the case with me. It's not vibrant, and bright like those guys with a normal skin. It's quite dull. It tends to be quite dull. But on the upside, people with dry skin tend not to have visible pores. So your pores are invisible. You can't see those two holes, on your skin. So here are some skincare tips in case you have discovered that you have dry skin. Number one, avoid using hot water. If you have dry skin and you've used hot water, then I don't even have to tell you, when you use hot water on your face, your skin is just tight and it just does not feel good. So avoid using hot water on your face. Now the next one is a cliche one: drink lots of water. This one escapes me all the time because I really don't like how water tastes, but I try to spice up my water by adding cucumber, lemon, just to entice myself to drink water. But I actually see changes in my skin when I've been drinking a lot of water. So just try to drink lots of water if you have dry skin specifically. Another one is never ever forget to moisturize. People with oily skin, normal skin, any other type of skin, they can get away with it for a day, not moisturizing, even 2 days. But you with your dry skin, you better moisturize that skin. Another quick tip is not to overdo it when it comes to exfoliating. Other skin types can get away with exfoliating 2, 3 times a week. But if you have dry skin, stick to just once a week, because your skin is dry and exfoliating can be even more drying to your skin. So once a week is good enough for you. Also, stay away from products that tend to have a lot of alcohol. Alcohol is very dehydrating to the skin. So it's going to strip away any little oil that dry skin of yours has. So when you're buying products, just take care of the alcohol content in it. Now the fourth skin type is combination skin, and like the name suggests, it's basically a combination. Yes, it's a combi of dry skin and oily skin. More often than not, it means that you have oily skin on your T-zone. This is the most often occurrence, So more often than not, you have a oily T-zone and then the rest of your face is dry. That is combination skin. So with the tissue test, what happens is when you've pressed the tissue into your skin, your T-zone, where you put the tissue on your T-zone, is going to have the oily patches, and then the rest is not going to have those oily patches. So that should tell you that you have a combination skin, which is by far the most tricky skin to take care of, because you have to buy different products for different parts of your face. You have to use different routines for different parts of your face. So all the tips I've given for oily skin, you take them and use them only on the T-zone or on the areas where your skin is oily. Then all the tips I've said for dry skin, you use them on the other areas of your face. So this can be a really tricky skin type to have. Now I'm including sensitive skin, but like I said, it's not actually a skin type, it's a reaction to something. It can be a reaction to a skincare product, to some sort of makeup you're using, even to the weather. So anyone can have sensitive skin. You can have dry and sensitive skin. You can have oily and sensitive skin. You can have combination and sensitive skin. So sensitive skin is basically just a reaction. So it can be redness, it can be breakouts, it can be itching, it can be any sort of reaction to a certain product you use. So what you need to do is, if you tend to have sensitive skin, then you'll know, because when you try new products or when you try products with certain ingredients in them, your skin is going to tell you, me, I don't like this product. It's going to break out, you know, you're going to be itchy, redness, you know, all that stuff. So you need to be really keen if you have sensitive skin and note what products your skin reacts to and the ones it's okay with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. More than that, I hope that now, if you are not sure about your skin type, now you're sure. If you never even knew your skin type to begin with, now you know it. I hope so. I hope you're going to do the tissue test and finally know what your skin type is. So thank you so much for stopping by. Oh wait, before I finish, I'm going to take a poll. I'm going to link it here, where you guys can like tell me what kind of videos you want to see more of. Do you want to see more makeup routines? Do you guys want to know a little bit more about me? What do you want to see? So take part in the poll so that I know kind of what kind of content you guys want to see. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Mwah!